Okay, guys, we got GTA 5. I'm not kidding. We actually got the game. I know you guys want it, so today's special occasion is Grand Theft Auto 5 for Xbox One, or I should say Xbox 7. Does anyone know the original name for Xbox One? What would it be? It's gonna be 720. But I got GTA 5. I played before on my before I played it, but never actually on the games, never actually live. So it'll be new. Oh, wrong system. So yes, I got it for my viewers. It will be on in a minute, so give me a break. I have to warm the Xbox One up. Yes, I actually got Xbox. I actually got the game for my viewers. So it might take a while for an upload, but yeah, I got the game for you guys. So now the ball balling. Let's start. Yee! Okay. Now no, I'm gonna have to fix this in a second though. But leave the game in the system first before I fix it. There we go. Okay, this is not. I'm not lying. Sorry with the delay, guys. Okay, they've had to install for a while, so it's gonna be a while. So, as we wait for that to install, I'm gonna do some looking real quick. Okay, guys, I got this for you guys. You guys, Bill's channel. Oh! GTA 5 will be out soon, guys.
The TV has taken many shapes and sizes. Here's the evolution of the television from the 1920s to today.
TV came out until the 30s.
The 1920s gave us the mechanical television. The first model had a small display on the left and a huge cabinet. These first TVs were very simple in comparison to our technology today. They implemented peculiar shapes,
Okay,
such as the
ready going.
television.
Okay. Listen, Grand Theft Auto is ready to go then. So here we go, guys. GTA. GTA. Update. So it's gonna be a little bit longer, guys, for the update. Okay, so it's still loading. I'll wait a bit. So I'm trying to get you guys screened up properly. Okay. It's not ready yet, so I'm gonna. What? What do you want? Outside? Okay, I'll get outside. Okay, I'll guys out in a second. You guys out in a minute, I promise you. I'll be back in a second, guys. I have to let the cats out. Okay, guys, I'm just trying to kill time. Well, we turn this camera back over to me, okay? Okay, we're having a problem right now, but we will be doing GTA 5 real soon. I'm trying to wait for it to get uploaded and stuff. 16. Wait, 15. Then go to 15. So, yeah, we'll be doing GTA 5 real soon. Thank you for your cooperation and your understanding. We're installing it. It's gonna take a while. Thank you guys understand your cooperation. Thank you for your cooperation. It's gonna take a while for us to get it set up. So thank you. So right now I'm just killing some time before we can actually watch it. I mean, I'm not getting off this anytime soon. I'm gonna stay on this.
It's your big day! Incredible job! I know we had our differences, but today I just want to tell you. Congratulations!
Oh, I did charge you up, Peter. Series glad. Hi. No, I don't think you're right. I don't think you're amazing. I think PewDiePie is amazing. I don't watch neither one of these guys. I just watch PewDiePie once in a while.
Yeah, you did it very nice, and all it took was a massive corporate entity with every song in Hollywood. Now you're at number one. Hope you did nothing wrong like starting your business by selling pirated songs. Didn't think we'd see it's right there on
Actually, it is. I looked up too. I actually looked that up. It actually is true. Most of it's actually been temporary blocked due to any government tax. PewDiePie actually got questioned by actually MI6 actually talked to PewDiePie actually. I think PewDiePie got talked about MI6 about this. But GTA 5 will be starting soon, guys. Just wait for it to load up. So we're counting time. So we'll be doing it real soon, guys. Just give me a few minutes. Okay, so that. Have a look at something I make. Have a look at something I make, right? Have a look at something I make. Ooh, what is this? Something I never seen before. What the hell? The heck? That's why I stick with NASCAR, not rally racing. Because rally racing is confusing, it looks.
Hey guys, it's Bro. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a video that I wanted to make for a very...
No.
People asking, I'm sure at home, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, what's going on here? Okay, you get a TV show. Martin and I just got back from...
I don't go to those countries. Now, someone asked me, what is the worst place to go? And I'm not really sure where the worst place to go to is.
Oh, watch out, what a packing, and I am flipping over.
Ricky Bobby. What happened to White Castle? What the heck happened to White Castle? Nothing. Mr. Beast, you're nuts. Well, like I said, I'm trying to do some crazy stuff lately, which
Guys, put your hand in the air. Now turn around and put it on the mini yacht. All right, last one of you to take your hand off this mini yacht keeps it. This yacht has 3 beds, a kitchen, a stove, microwave, TV, literally anything you could want in a yacht, it has. Look at this thing. It's massive.
Contestant number 1 is Chandler. He has the lowest winning rate out of anyone in Mr. Beast history. But he did go on a 3-win streak. He is a new man. This is Jacob. He's part of my brother's channel, and he's currently 0 for 1 in challenges. This is Jake. He's a force to be reckoned with. He's won all of these challenges. This is Chris. All of these wins. I don't see any. Ooh. So here they are. Here they are. Only one of you walk away with the yacht. Now I want to give you guys a tour of the yacht. Chris, keep that hand on the boat or yacht. All right, Chris, welcome aboard the yacht.
It's still on, as you
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it. Let's show them the inside of the cabin.
We've got a stove.
Keep that hand there. It is there.
We've got a microwave. We've got a working sink.
We do have. Wow, the sink in the yacht works.
1, 2, 3 bed. And
Wow.
this is a place to eat too.
Dude, that bed looks really nice. And then you have a view of the ocean here. I'm 6'3". Look at this. This yacht is massive. Seriously, guys, I kind of want this. I can literally stand up inside the mini yacht.
Yeah.
I just found out it has a bathroom. Wait, what? Now we're gonna show you the front.
I'm gonna have to lay right on my boat for me. I'm gonna just sit here and just ride into the distance.
All right, let's get you back in the water with everyone else.
I don't think I would do that. Sorry, Mr. Beast. I don't have 1 cent. I spent less cent on this new game I'm going to be playing soon. When it works, which will be working who knows when, soon. 15% complete, so we got some more time to kill it. Like I said, we're going to have some fun tonight! How many batteries does this thing take? Actually, I'm just curious. How many batteries does this thing? Now, that's why I like using wires. 2 AA batteries, okay. Now, I actually think it's pretty funny that he went to McDonald's in his paramotor. Oh. Wait, I thought he had 2 blades on his paramotor. What his paramotor says has 2 blades. Take that back in the van.
What's going on, guys? I'm all hyped up on caffeine right now, and we're going flying.
Okay.
So the mission for today.
Any questions? I'll be able to answer. This will be on for a while.
So it depends on a couple factors. A few things have to go right to complete that mission, but we'll talk about that.
We stay home today.
In the air. We're running out of daylight, so I'm gonna send it pretty quick. Quick reminder before I get in the air:
So,
air fuel T-shirts, campaigns
Let's
ending
get
soon
on,
on
guys.
Teespring. So link clickety-click up here and down in the description.
it's like a night long
Pick it
thing
up
because
when
I'm
you
going to
can
do
if you want
mine.
them. Pretty sick T-shirts. Anyways, I'm gonna get set up
Wait a
with the
minute.
motor, get it warmed up on my back, and we'll be in the air. Let's do it. All right, this goes there, that goes there, this goes here, this goes here. Good. Sending it, freaking FedEx, first class, next day air. What do we got here, Mike? A beautiful night to go flying. That's what we got. Right, Jess? Friggin' sending it, mate. Weather conditions are prime. The sun is up. The wind is reasonable. There's some massive clouds, but they're over there. I would say today's weather report is A-OK. What's up, doggy? Rufus is freaking coming out of the garage to say, what up? Dog comes out every time I fly by. All right. As I cruise through these cornfields and past these hay bales, let's talk a little bit about what's about to happen. So I said there's a few things that have to go right for this to go off without a hitch. The location I'm going to, there's a pretty good amount of open space to land, but I have to ensure that there's, like, it's not a busy hour, there's not a lot of people out there, because, oh, this one's tight. Tight. Because I really don't want to break any laws, and I definitely don't want to.
This doesn't work, does it? My clicker.
So, for this to go off without a hitch, I got to evaluate the situation with the parking lot and the grassy area where I intend on landing. Make sure there's not a lot of traffic. There's no people hanging out, chilling. If it all looks good, then I'll go for a landing. Also, I have to keep in mind the wind because it's probably going to be only one or two directions that I can land. So I have to account for the wind. I'm going to be looking out for wind.
22% contained. So yeah, we got a while to kill, guys. I'm sorry it's taking forever, guys, but we're staying on though.
What if it was bigger? What if it was okay to tell your boss that their bad idea is bad?
The value of the collection is truly priceless.
Wow.
It's truly priceless. The word doesn't matter.
Fluffy!
This is Gabriel Iglesias, everyone's favorite fluffy comedian and star of the Netflix series Mr.
Martinez.
Iglesias. We're taking a tour of his enormous garage, which features a collection of classic Volkswagen buses worth more than $3 million.
Wow.
Gabriel's going to take us through what he calls the Fluffy Museum and give us a look at some of his personal favorite buses, as well as a few other rare
Oh.
ones.
I don't think I can show you guys that because I don't get sued by Netflix or by anyone. But this is pretty cool, I bet.
Why did I become interested in collecting Volkswagen buses? Because I don't have a cocaine problem and I needed somewhere to spend the money, honestly. I talked to Jay Leno and Jay told me, he says, you know what? He says, people are going to tell you to invest your money certain ways. He goes, but with me, he goes, I like the cars because first of all, if they're classic, it is an investment. It's an investment you can enjoy. So you can drive them and when you sell them, they'll be worth more. Each one of these is valued somewhere between 1 to 200,000. Now I have no intention of selling, but at the end of the day, as soon as I'm gone, and when I mean gone, this is going to be turned into a museum for the city of Long Beach.
Gabriel says he built his Fluffy Museum to resemble the famous Volkswagen factory in Wolfsburg, Germany, with his own choices of artwork and fluffy pieces.
Right here we have a 1967 Westfalia camper. I actually purchased it from a guy in Germany that purchased it from a guy in Southern California. So the car went from Southern California to Germany, back to Southern California. So it gets around. It was completely white and it's kind of boring camper. We wanted to put something a little bit more elegant and we thought that this color scheme was something that looked really like, wow, look at that. You're going to be afraid to get it dirty. Probably wouldn't want to take it into the woods now.
Gabriel works closely with a team of experts to restore his newest additions to the collection and help keep all his metal babies in running order.
Right here we have a 1966. This started off as a pistachio green. We decided that it needed an upgrade. I'm a big comic book guy, and so I like the Iron Man colors because Iron Man's my favorite character. So these are very much close to those colors. There's no bus out there that has this color combo.
That's interesting.
This is a 1963 15-window bus. I call this bus quinceañera. Believe it or not, these are actually the rarest because they're only 15 windows. But people always say, "Oh, I want the 21, I want the 21, I want the 21," because they're just, But true collectors understand that these are super rare.
I believe that. Even you have one that has the
All right, something completely
a
different.
truck.
I know from the front it looks like
Let's try Religion's one.
This is not a bus per se. It's actually a double cab truck. Back in the day, people did work just like now, and they needed trucks. They didn't come this way, just so you know. Back then, it was a working man's truck, so ain't no room for chrome. This is total aftermarket, and it's got an engine that'll freaking.
Gabriel's love for Volkswagens doesn't stop at buses, though. The collector owns some of the rarest Beetles you can find.
What we have here is one of the oldest Volkswagen bugs in the country. It's
Wow.
an edition. It's 1950, which is basically the first year they started selling them here in the United States.
1950.
An original, and I've got all the paperwork to prove it. I got more paperwork for this car than I do for most of my family members. And yeah, they said that.
What are the buses that Pink made?
But Gabriel isn't strictly a Volkswagen lover. The comedian also holds a special place
Damn!
for muscle cars, particularly this rare Trans Am, signed by actor Burt Reynolds himself. whose 1977 film Smokey and the Bandit made the car a household name.
It wasn't like this when we got it. It was just a plain black Camaro. We sent the black Camaro over to our friends at Trans Am Depot over in Florida. In about 6 months, they turned that black Camaro into this beautiful thing of art. I am so scared to drive this car. Unfortunately, as soon as Burt Reynolds passed away, the value of this thing went through the roof. And yeah, if I scuff it at Starbucks, I'm gonna cry.
Gabriel even owns 2 cars in his personal museum that he didn't buy for himself, but for his fish.
All right, now clearly I will not be driving either one of these. These are my babies right here. The nice fish tanks that are good friends over at ATM. They came in and they said, Fluffy, we want to do something really cool. And they did. These were Brazilian Volkswagen buses. Now, any bus that was made in Brazil, chances are the parts got mixed up a little bit. Back in the day, there was nobody to say, well, you know, all the parts need to be, they all need to match on the numbers. And in Brazil at the time, hey, I'll take this piece from the 1972 and I'll add it to this 1958 and put on some 1962 this and add a little bit of 1981 that. And so a lot of the buses, we call them Frankenstein.
Yeah, I think it's cool. We'll check to see if which guy's ready to go yet.
Teddy loves tug of war. In his lifetime, he'll pull hundreds of tons. That's why he needs a tailored recipe from Iams to help him stay fit. Iams who I am.
Well, Jay, you know, I'm such a Steam guy. My best friend around Steam.
You'll see massive amounts of gasoline going in.
Oh, great.
No, Steam is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
There's a lot
You're a
dangerous.
Steam guy.
Well, I love Steam. Before there was Batman, before there was Superman, before there was Iron Man, there was Steam Man. That's 1860s.
Steam Man?
That's the first American, really, superhero comic book character.
That one just
Huh. That's kind of neat looking. Steam Man. Okay. We're starting soon, guys. We're at 37% of 100 to go. So we'll watch Steam. Steam! Like I said, guys, I'm real sorry. This is taking forever. Ooh, I want to watch it. Old car in Germany. Let's watch this.
This is the Benz Victoria, built by German automobile pioneer Karl Benz over 100 years ago.
Sorry about taking time, guys, but yeah.
Today, Karl-Heinz Fakehoff, dressed for the occasion, is taking the vintage ride for a spin. It even has a regular license plate. This old-timer is street legal.
Wow.
This is the vehicle that passed down its genes to all other cars. The unique thing about this car is that it's the oldest one still allowed on German roads.
Wow.
Needless to say, the vintage Benz Victoria has its quirks. This isn't a steering wheel, but more a steering arm. I'll move it. And there's a curious kind of indicator that shows you in which direction the car will go. And then I have a small lever that I control with my left hand to accelerate.
That's kind of cool, though.
This car has 2 gears. And when I want to brake, I need to get out of gear quickly so that I'm in neutral. Then I can use either my foot brake or my hand brake to my left.
I bet that'd be fun to drive.
I have 2 horns, one that I squeeze, and a so-called klaxon that I control with my foot.
That's kind of neat. Ooga, ooga.
Heinz Fakehoff bought
Bum,
the
bum,
vintage car
ooga, ooga.
in 2009. Until then, it had been in the possession of the well-to-do Gutermann family for 4 generations. In fact, one former owner even managed to get the first ever speeding ticket in this car for going through town at an eye-watering 29 kilometers an hour.
That's not that. It's not that fast.
Going top speed does feel like the car is really at its limit. The steering arm and everything doesn't feel very stable.
So you get to from like 15 miles an hour.
Whenever the car struggles, you struggle with it. And when it rains, you both get wet. You obviously want to avoid that.
Resting up laughing.
It's rare that Karl-Heinz Rekoff takes this vintage car out on the road. Usually, it can be admired at a transport museum near Göttingen. Michael Marx, the museum's mechanic, knows exactly how to fix Victoria if something's not working as it should.
So they get once in a while.
Here you can see the piston. It's a big one. It's got a 3-liter engine. You can see it running.
Unlike cars today, simply turning the ignition isn't enough to start it up. First, you need to pull a few levers and adjust the engine settings to the weather conditions so it runs smoothly.
As you can imagine, depending on the weather, temperature, humidity, and air pressure, you need to fiddle around pretty long until the engine runs properly.
That's how you. Oh, so you kind of hand start like airplane. So you kind of start. It's kind of like starting an airplane the fast way. Now you start an airplane the fast way. You just turn the airplane, start up.
In April 2019,
that's how you drive it.
They took Benz Victoria for a technical inspection to see if it was safe to drive on German roads. After an in-depth inspection, the car was given the go-ahead, but only under a few conditions, as car mechanic Burkhard Niemitz explains.
The car doesn't have any electrical wiring, so hazard warning lights were not retrofitted, which usually is required. And the car doesn't have blinkers. That means the car may only be driven in daytime in good weather conditions.
Okay.
And the driver must carry a signaling disc.
Rekoff's wife is usually in charge of the signaling disc whenever the two go out for a ride. Though the car isn't really built for long-distance travel anyway, its tiny tank quickly runs out of gas. Besides, it doesn't run on ordinary fuel, but rather on petroleum ether, which these days you can only get in pharmacies.
Wow, ether? Only in pharmacies? Wow. Petroleum ether?
But even with a full tank, you won't get anywhere fast.
Wait, just to drive it around would be nice.
I guess this is about embracing slowness.
It's cute though.
It's not about reaching your destination per se, but
Petroleum
enjoying
ether.
the ride itself.
I need to go to the pharmacy if I can pick some of that stuff up. But you ever guys heard of something called petroleum ether? Yeah. Like there's a car. There's a car. I heard of it runs on that stuff. Nothing else. That's pretty neat though. It runs on petroleum ether. It's a type of gasoline though. That's kind of neat though, actually. Oh, that's kind of neat. Petroleum ether. Now that's kind of interesting. That's kind of neat though. Petroleum ether. Never heard of petroleum ether. I need to look that up one of these days. One of these days I need to look up that stuff because petroleum ether sounds interesting. We're at 45% of 100 to go. So petroleum ether. Never heard of it. Sounds interesting actually. If you know what petroleum ether is, leave me a comment below because I never heard of it. I don't think my pharmacy would actually have the stuff I would need. I like the game system making noises, okay. But petroleum ether. Never heard of it before. Sounds interesting. But I'm not gonna look it up because I'm too lazy to look it up. No offense, I'm just too lazy to look that up. It sounds interesting, but I'm more a guy who doesn't really, add that game. That game was fine. If you're like me, you don't really want to know what petroleum ether is because you can't afford it. But I will be doing something soon in a few months, guys. I will be playing GTA 5, and good news, I made a slight error with our according to what I've been getting told. I talked to a friend of mine. He told me you might be losing your channel, Tyler, starting Monday or Tuesday. But he said, who knows? But we really have to worry about when it hits the first of next month. Is when it's really going to be real bad. Which I understand what he said about that. I'm more worried about what's.
Hey guys, Chris Fix here, and today I'm going to show you what fuel you should use in your car.
I put red
And
fuel in my
not
car.
only am I going to show you, but I'm also going to explain why, so we can stop all the myths and misinformation out there about different fuels. So no matter what vehicle you drive, whether it's a luxury car, a truck or SUV, a compact car, a hybrid, a sports car, a convertible, or a muscle car, if it uses gasoline, this video applies to you. Now, at the gas pump, there are a bunch of choices that you can make.
The wrong
You
stuff
could
in there
use
to
the
my
less
car.
expensive regular gas, you could use the mid-grade, or you could use the more expensive premium or super gasoline. So which one do you pick? No one wants to put the wrong fuel in their car.
Don't put
and
diesel in
damage
it.
the engine, get poor fuel
Just don't put
economy,
diesel.
or spend extra on fuel that isn't going to help them. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what gas your car should use and why. And I want to thank Shell for supporting this
$2.43
video
for a gallon
and for
gas.
letting me tie up one of their pumps so I could film and teach you guys what fuel is best for your car. And once and for all, stop all the myths and give you guys the facts. So with that said, let's get
We don't know what
started.
his facing looks like. We don't see
Here's
his
what you're going to
face.
see when you're walking to a pump. In this case, we have diesel here, which we're not going to talk about in this video. If you have a diesel truck or car, don't put gasoline in it because it won't run and damage the engine, and vice versa. If you have a gasoline car, don't put diesel in it. So don't make that mistake. But we're not going to talk about this. What we are going to talk about is the gasoline. So in America, we have 87, which is regular, 89, which is mid-grade, and 91 or 93, which is premium or high-test fuel. These octane numbers tell you one thing and one thing only: the resistance the fuel has.
We have
to
100 in
detonation or
numbers.
engine
We
knock.
do have 100
And I
gas
wanna clear up a
or
myth
Speedway.
right away that I hear
I mean, not
all
Speedway,
the
or
time,
Sunoco.
and that is the bigger the number, the more energy that fuel has. So you're going to get better fuel economy because it has more energy, or you're going to get more power because it has more energy, and that's completely false. So all the different octanes of gasoline have the same exact energy content: 87, 89, 91, 93, all have the same energy in them. Now, there's some myths out there that say certain octanes burn fuel hotter or colder or faster or slower, and that's just not true. These all burn the same temperature at the same speed. And there's other myths out there that say certain octane fuels burn cleaner or more completely, and that is also not true. A more complete burn has less to do with the actual gasoline and more to do with the fuel-to-air ratio inside the combustion chamber. So the octane ratings that you see at the pump are exactly that, the octane rating of that fuel. 87 and 93 have identical energy content, but the octane in 93 is higher than the octane in 87. And that is important. Octane is the resistance to detonation or engine knock, and detonation and engine knock could destroy an engine. So in turbocharged engines, supercharged engines, or high compression engines, like in this Corvette, you're more likely to get detonation if you're using a lower octane fuel. With forced induction or high compression, there's more heat, there's more pressure, and that means the fuel is more likely to explode before it's supposed to. And that detonation, that knock, sounds like a bunch of marbles or ball bearings bouncing around inside the engine, making metallic pinging noises, which is not good. Let me show you why. Here's the combustion process inside of an engine. Now, when you're using the correct octane fuel, the spark ignites the fuel, and the flame starts at the spark and travels outwards. This is a smooth and even burn that creates pressure to push the piston downwards. And then the exhaust gases are forced out of the cylinder and the process repeats. Now let's take a look at the combustion process when you use a fuel with a lower octane than the manufacturer requires. So the fuel and air mixture is pulled into the combustion chamber and the spark plug ignites it just like normal, but as the flame moves outwards, the pressure inside the cylinder increases and causes pockets of fuel to ignite unevenly, and this creates an explosion rather than a smooth burn. And that metallic knock you hear is the uneven explosion, which could damage the piston rings, valves, head gasket, and even the block. So higher octane fuel prevents detonation in forced induction and higher compression engines. Now, today's fuel-injected cars have something called a knock sensor. The knock sensor is like a doctor's stethoscope, except for your car's computer. It actually listens for engine knock, and when it hears the engine knock, it tries to change the timing of the engine to prevent knock. But you don't want to have engine knock in the first place. You want to fill up with the proper fuel so you prevent engine knock altogether. So your decision at the pump is pretty important. The higher the octane fuel, the more resistant to engine knock. But that doesn't mean when you pull up to the pump, you should run the highest octane you could get, because you might be throwing money away. Many cars run perfectly fine on regular gasoline. And I'm going to show you in a little bit how to tell which fuel your car should be using so you don't put premium in a car that could use regular, and vice versa. You don't want to put regular in a car that needs premium. So I'll show you that in a second. But first, the next myth I want to bust, and that I hear all the time, is that fuel from America isn't as good as fuel from Europe or Australia or other parts of the world. And the reason why people think this is because we have 87 octane, 89, 93, Now, if you look at a pump in Europe, you see 95 octane and 99 octane. Since 95 and 99 are bigger numbers than what you can find at American gas pumps, it must mean the fuel here has higher octane. And actually, this is misleading because in Europe, they use RON, research octane number, as their rating for octane. In America, we use PON, pump octane number, for our rating. So fuel from Europe and fuel from America are basically the same. Europe's 95 octane is like our 89 or mid-grade. Europe's 99 or 98 octane is like our 93 octane or premium. So hopefully that clears that myth up. The fuel here in America is very similar to the fuel in Europe. The octane rating system is different, but the octane is the same or very similar. All right, so now you know octane is the main difference between the different fuels and how important octane is. But there's one other thing I want to talk about, and that is fuel additives. So every brand has to add a fuel additive. It's set by the government to keep your engine clean. Each brand has their own proprietary ingredients, and they all do it in their own specific ways. Some of them use the exact same amount of additive in each of their fuels. I know specifically for Shell, they use 7 times more additive than required by law in their premium fuel. Now, what does this additive do? Well, it helps clean carbon deposits, also known as gunk and sludge. If you don't have these additives in the fuel, over time your engine will become a lot less efficient. So you could get carbon deposits in your fuel injectors, you could get it on your pistons or on the piston rings, and you can get it on your valves. Now, I'm not the type of person to just tell you these things. I like to show examples so you can really understand. So I'll show you dirty fuel injectors on the fuel injector tester here. But first, let's take a look at the difference between clean and dirty valves. Here are 4 different valves.
Introducing a razor that works differently. The Gillette Skin Guard has a guard between the blades that helps protect skin. The Gillette Skin Guard.
Valves from a port-injected 4-cylinder motor. This is a completely clean valve to give you a reference of what a clean valve looks like. And here's a good comparison. This is a valve with the normal amount of carbon deposits on it. This right here is what you would find in a normal daily driven port-injected vehicle. You can see there's some carbon deposits on the valve where it seats against the head. There's some carbon deposits right here, and there's some carbon deposits on the valve stem, but nothing significant. Also, if we take a look underneath the valve, you can see there's carbon deposits under here as well. And again, this gives you a good idea of what you would normally find. And here's a good example of a valve that has some carbon deposits. This isn't even that bad. Direct inject engines could be much worse with carbon deposits building up on the top of the valve right here. Now, the problem with this gunk and sludge is it's going to lower the efficiency of your vehicle. So fuel isn't going to atomize with the air as well. The air traveling over this valve isn't going to travel as smoothly into the combustion chamber. The valve might not seat properly against the head and not seal properly. So you'll lose fuel economy and you'll lose some power. And that's why it's important to make sure your engine stays clean. So you're able to see the difference between clean and dirty valves. Now let me show you the difference between clean and dirty fuel injectors using this fuel injector tester. So here are 4 fuel injectors, and you can see injector 1 and 4 have a good even spray pattern, but injector 3 is a little dirty, and the spray pattern isn't as strong, and injector 2 is by far the dirtiest and has a very poor spray pattern. Here's the clean injector number 1 next to the dirty injector number 2, and you can see the difference in spray pattern. The clean injector atomizes the fuel and makes a fine mist, whereas the dirty injector has more of a stream. It's not atomizing the fuel, and that'll cause poor fuel economy and a decrease in power because the fuel isn't going to burn as evenly like in the rest of the cylinders.
Okay, that was weird. That was Xbox screwing up on me. Okay, we're almost done, guys. A little bit longer. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. Thanks, Mom. Thanks. Okay. Food. Food. No. But, gas. You know that. You want to leave it there? No. Sunday, It's Sunday, lazy day. Question. So are you going or not? So you're striking or not? Strike, yes or no? %. Okay. We're almost ready, guys. My mom got me some lunch for me, which is good. I'm just to see the test the fire engine, but that's it.
Bonsoir, je m'appelle Jérôme Guillaume. I'm the leader of the truck program here at Tesla. And it's my great pleasure to welcome you here in Los Angeles.
USA.
All of you have played a very important role in making this event possible and ensuring the success of Tesla. Many of you here have given lots of referrals for the sales. Thank you very much. Many of you over there have helped us on the truck program, have given us feedback, have given us a lot of advice, and have placed a lot of reservations for the truck. So thank you very much for your support. And finally, I want to thank all of our employees here in Los Angeles, in the Bay Area, and at the Gigafactory for all their hard work, for something we make a lot of sacrifices, but I think you will agree with me that it's worth it when you see those beautiful products. I'm personally very passionate about trucks. I've been lucky to work in that industry for a long time. And I'm proud to say that we have the best trucks ever. Are you ready to see them?
Yeah, try being a Peterbilt or a Mack or a Volvo. Semis. Oh no. Those are like Volvo lights.
I'm gonna get the trucks in a moment. All right, welcome to the Tesla Semi Truck event. I hope you like what you see. I'm going to tell you about
everything that this truck can do. It blows my mind. I think it'll blow yours. Starting with performance. So we have an acronym we came up with that I think really
Elon Musk
really describes performance
asshole.
well. So, sick technical term, but let's show you what that means in acceleration. So, one thing we care about Tesla is we really care about performance. We want a vehicle that feels incredible, that accelerates like nothing else. Let's show.
Now the Semi. Now, if you're gonna ask me right now, right now, what about Tesla? Well, I think Tesla's all right. I mean, I don't think Tesla's gonna be a good company. Okay. I mean, the Cybertruck looks like crap. I'm just gonna bad. The Cybertruck. I seen the Cybertruck recently. I don't like the way it looks. It looks like something that I wouldn't even want to buy. I mean, I can buy a brand truck. I can buy a junk truck that. I mean, I can talk. You can talk to. I mean, if you ask me and ask someone else like me who knows about cars, you'll say you could buy a cheap truck for like $1,000. I can buy a cheap Ford for like. I can buy a cheap Ford Ranger or a cheap F-150 for like $1,000. I mean, I know people can buy a Jeep for like. I mean, I can buy myself a Jeep for $500. I mean, Tesla needs to know something out there. In Michigan, it won't work. I mean, Michigan, Wisconsin, it won't work because we're cold state.
The bus aired up, which the gauge actually is not right because we know we have 110 in there. But it's holding the air pressure pretty good there.
Let's go over there and watch. What do I see this quick and watch this? I don't know what this is. I just found it, so this looks interesting. Are we on for almost an hour now? Wow.
Okay, go ahead and step on the brake and hold it down. Just push it.
Okay, this is pretty cool.
Should go down and then stop. Which it is.
Okay.
So we're not losing any air pressure while you're holding the brake down. That's good. The brake should apply right now. Go ahead and release.
That doesn't sound good. He's holding pressure. That's what's good about it. Okay. So horns, like, okay. I like watching these old things. They're cool. Need new gauges. So he got some there on the dash. They're new gauges.
Coolant system held the coolant all night. There's no drips of coolant anywhere on the engine.
It's good for its age. It runs pretty good. Looks like it will run pretty good.
So, coolant system seems to be good.
Will it even run? That's the question.
Just checking off stuff left and right. So we're getting ready to hook up the batteries here. We don't really know if it's negative ground or positive ground. There was no existing batteries in here. Originally, this vehicle was positive ground. A couple issues that I see. This is definitely ground over here. It goes back to the ground on the body back there. So that
I call bus maker.
This is what carries the current, but it's chafed through there.
Ugh, I wouldn't want to drive this.
I don't like that at all. Obviously, that's nice how it's sparking. Hopefully, it's not like that at the other end. This is the end that gets the movement more. So I would assume that this whole has no problem. So I'll have to address that real quick. We're going to hook up the batteries. We're actually going to hook them up. It has an alternator on it instead of a generator.
That's interesting.
Take that as a sign, and we're going to hook it up. Usually, if there's an alternator, 90% of the time, it's going to be negative ground. So we're hooking it up negative ground. And I disconnected the power leads to the alternator. That's the only thing that's going to cause the problem if that is the case. And we'll be able to find that out once we get going here.
That's interesting.
So we'll see how it goes. But this needs to be fixed because that's pretty sketchy.
Oh, and I would attempt to drive that thing up.
I think there's a diff up now, filling it up. Sage has got the end of the hose, tires are in the pump coming out of the 5-gallon bucket, which we had in front of the heater first. We have the bus hooked up to its own electrical system right now. It is, if I flip the starter back here, it is turning over. It was a little bit weaker than last time, which we're using the original wiring on the bus, and now
I think it's a whole new
batteries
wire.
A little bit low, so I just threw the batteries on charger. They were only 12.6, but that's still not
enough.
They were completely filled last time. Set this on the 40 amp, try to see where it's at here.
Well, this is risky, I think. I mean, I like to know. I wouldn't have one of those, but I'm not a big guy who would want a bus like that. I mean, Ooh, 84%. We're almost done with our business. I see the babies around here looking at me like I'm an idiot. But today we're doing GTA 5 soon. Took about an hour, but we'll be doing GTA 5 real soon. So, a few more minutes and we'll be doing GTA 5. I'd say thank you for whoever's been waiting for over an hour like me. Thank you. Oh, I feel good. I had a bear bowl. Oh, so let's run. I'm going to watch Jackass and we can do it. Yeah. Catch me. So.
We now return to Jackass. Hello, my name is Johnny Knoxville, and I'm going to take a shotgun blast to the face. Okay, ready?
I would never do that.
These guys are hilarious. They do so much funny stuff.
If I did Jackass, I would use.
We could try some of that stuff here at home. Oh, no, Peter. That skull and crossbones warning before the show was pretty clear about not doing that. Cleveland, shut up. I saw something on TV that I want to imitate.
What are you boys doing out there? Get off the road.
Go back in the house, Lois. We're being Jackass. Okay, ready? All right, we're rolling. I'm Peter Griffin, and this is Shopping Cat Roof Shopping Cat, guys. Okay, go. Ow, 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 oh my God. Oh my God, are you okay? I don't know. What does it look like? What do I do? What is it?
Oh.
I feel something. It's your spine. It got like yanked up.
I'm not watching that. No. I'm so glad I don't do shit like that. I mean, skateboarding and falling on my ass is all I would do. Is stupid enough to do it. Don't call me a buzzkill, but I don't do stuff like Chuck Norris does, but Jackass stuff. Now, I bought a cheap version of GTA 5, a cheap game, so yeah. I'll see this. I want to see this video. Okay, now we got cats around here, but that's about it. What should I have on?
Google, open maps. Share it with Liz. Reply, heading west.
The new Google Assistant, only on Pixel 4.
So she owns a bus or a little van.
You ready, Mom? My mom's first Tesla experience.
Happy birthday.
There's not a single car that I've ever driven that's even close to as fast. It's a spaceship.
Tesla.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever driven
Tesla.
in my life. It doesn't even make sense.
Watch this. I'm getting used to using the fob. Isn't that sweet?
It has suicide doors. Oh, that's cool.
Uh-oh, wrong door. What do you? Yeah, apologies, I leave the key there. I don't even press to start. Don't even like.
Where's the?
It knows.
Where's the shifter? The...
This is puts it in drive, park, and reverse, and that's it. Electric cars are known to like have a really fast like 0 to 100.
Yeah,
like it has lots of power. Like, listen how quiet it is.
Be careful. Look at the glass window. Like it's amazing. Wow.
It's so quiet.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Tesla?
Tesla? Oh my God.
Yeah, that seems to be right. I thought we could go for a ride.
Shit. I'll stick with. No offense, I know Tesla's American, but I'll stick with my American motor car or my Korean motor car. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm gonna be right back after you do something real quick, and then I'll be back in it. Thank you for your understanding. Shit! Can't see squat! That's a stupid idea, Mother. That's a bad idea. Dryer. So this whole hour doing nothing all day. Sorry guys, it's taking forever. But we will be doing it soon. We've been doing this for over an hour trying to get it set up. Well, I'm sorry, but we will be doing it soon. I think I might have to do something real quick to the opening this video. Yeah, I can change it. Take too long to change it, wouldn't it? Okay, we're gonna go off for a little bit. I have to do some stuff real quick, some resets and stuff. But we will be doing GTA 5 soon. So yeah. I'm just gonna reset this video over again, guys, or do it over again. So yeah, I'm gonna change it over real quick. Edit. There. That's what this is going to be called. I'll be back in a bit, guys. When G5 is ready, we're going to turn this off and reset the game. Reset this over again. Okay, thank you. I'll be back on in a minute, guys. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I'll be back on later. I have to get some stuff ready, okay? So I'll be back in a bit, guys. I'm gonna reset, and when I get back, we should be doing this. So thank you for watching. I'll be back in a bit. I have to reload. When I get back, GTA 5 should be working. So I'll see you guys later, and I'll be back in a bit. Thanks.